I got the inspiration for Spirit Voyage, and I brought that concept to him right at the dawn of the new millennium, you know, like literally January 2000. So I went to talk to Yogi Ji. He looked at me, he looked at it, and he says, okay, this is good.
There was an interest in sacred music out there. There were record labels starting to be created that were making music from different paths, and he felt like, why shouldn't our music get out there, you know? Why wouldn't as many people want to hear the mantras that come from the Kundalini Yoga and Sikh tradition as any other?
And I wanted to get the beautiful healing sound current of 3HO, you know, and of his legacy. I knew he was going to okay it because it felt like it was really coming from my soul, not my ego. You know, I felt really called to do it. And I didn't care about making any money with it because I've been so, you know, blessed with my other business, which continues on even to this day. And I just wanted to give back.
He just was so driven by getting this music out there. When I first started working at Spirit Voyage, they were packing CDs in his garage. It was like it didn't matter to him what the barriers were. We know this music is going to change people's lives. We know hearing these mantras is going to change people's lives. It doesn't matter if it's hard.
All of a sudden, we got him out there, and the whole yoga community loved it, way beyond 3HO. Hundreds of thousands and millions of people in all walks of life listen to that album. Babies are born to those albums. People are dying, you know, they want to hear that music. Yogi Ji loved that music, so he knew what was going to happen. You know, 5 years into Spirit Voyage, you know, Sanatana and I were doing like 75 to 100 events, concerts. We were playing in prisons, youth detention centers. We were playing everywhere. We were on the road 5-6 months, and I just couldn't do my sales training. I couldn't run Spirit Voyage anymore.
So I called up Guru Ganesha and I said, you teach sales, can I come to a sales training? You
know, Karan grew up in our community. I was sitting in the hallway chanting to Guru Ram Dass when she was born. Turns out she's like the smartest person in the class with the most personality, just, you know, incredible. And then I asked her this question. I said, you know, Karan, what's your vision for your career? Where do you want to be 3 years from now? You know what she said? I want to be the CEO of a company whose products, services I really have conviction in.
It's like, please will you come run Spirit Voyage for me? It's like, I think this is what you're supposed to do. And so that's where it started.
There were a couple of gentlemen from India who wanted to buy Spirit Voyage. And Karan comes to me the day or two before I was going to finalize this deal, and he says, Guru Ganesha, I don't want you to sell the company. I said, really? Why? I mean, they're offering us a very good price here. He said, no, this company is way too important to the Dharma, to the legacy, you know, legacy of Yogi Ji. I want you to sell it to me if you're going to sell it. I said, really? I said, okay, well, you know, where are you going to come up with the money? She said, you're going to make a creative deal. We were flying somewhere the next day. We did the whole deal on a napkin.
Suddenly I owned Spirit Voyage.
And then eventually Karan brought me in, and we were business partners for a number of years. One of the ideas that we came up with was this idea of really promoting the music of our community, the Kundalini Yoga music, the music of Sri Guru Granth Sahib, the Gurbani, and tying it all into a big event that would really be a celebration of our community's creative expression. I was texting her and I was like, we gotta do this event, it's gonna be awesome, we're gonna have great food, we're gonna have awesome stage, great music, everybody's gonna come. So she texts me back and she says, stop messaging me, I'm on the phone. And that's how it was born. That got formulated into what was originally called Spirit Fest. One thing that had a major impact on me was my mother put together a number of Herndon music festivals.
In our little ashram in Herndon, which is, the cul-de-sac. She would invite all of these different musicians.
Sanadamkar, the Gurdasses, a lot of the singers and songwriters and musicians that would later go on to be foundational recording artists on the Spirit Voyage record label.
And they'd each stay in one of the houses, and everyone would host a musician. And every night they would play in a different person's house. Everybody would just come, and it was an opportunity for everyone to get together, to sing together, to eat together. It was so sweet and so beautiful.
So in year 2, we decided to rebrand the festival and name it Satnam Fest. Partially because Satnam is truth is your identity. It's an important word in our community, but it was also her name. Her name was Satnam Kaur, and she passed away in 2003 from breast cancer. But she had a large impact on all of us.
Trust your identity. We say Satnam. What do you mean by Satnam? My identity is true. Is true. This very sound connects 5 tattvas by itself. It's not that it's a name for the Sikhs or for the Jews or for anybody. It's a sound current. Satnam is a sound current. Satnam is not mine, yours, theirs, ours.
One of the things about the way we do Satnam Fest, and everyone is just like, we're all the same here. You come here and you're going to eat next to the teacher that you just took the class from, or the musician who just sang a concert. You're in sadhana, everybody's doing sadhana. We're all kind of having the same practice and doing the same lifestyle, and you kind of get a mini sense of what it's like to live in an ashram and have that family experience of being on the same path. It's kind of a gift that not many people get to experience. I have such a passion for creating an environment in our community where everybody feels like they belong as a part of it. A lot of it has to do with the way that people in our community dress. Sometimes it can be sort of daunting, like, oh, who are these people in turbans and wearing all white? And so there's an experience of separation, like those are those people, I don't belong there, or I don't know, they're different than me, I don't know how to relate to them. I really wanted Satnam Fest to feel like, I wanted to create an environment where everybody could feel like they belonged and could have an experience of what these teachings are and what this technology is, and not feel like, well, is it okay for me to be there? But feel like, yes, no matter who I am, I fit in, I'm a part of this.
Satnam, the grace within you shines through you forevermore. Satnam, the grace within you shines through you forevermore. That you may manifest the perfect name, that you may manifest the perfect name. Satnam, 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 the grace within you shines through you forevermore. Satnam, the grace within you shines through you forevermore, that you may manifest the perfect name, that you may manifest the perfect name. Satnam, 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 Satnam. The grace within you shines through you forevermore. Satnam, the grace within you shines through you forevermore, that you may manifest the perfect name, that you may manifest the perfect name. Satnam, 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 Satnam. The grace within you shines through you forevermore. Satnam, the grace within you shines through you forevermore, that you may manifest the perfect name,